Welcome to my YouTube channel scientific underscore math. Today we discuss definition of a function, representation, span of x, span of y, example, and Matlab code for function, how to plot a graph of function in Matlab. So let's start today's lecture. Function. A function written as y is equal to f of x and associates a unique number y, that is a dependent variable, with each value of x, that is independent variable. Here we have a graphical representation of a function, that is x is independent variable. When we substitute some value of x in the function, we get value of y, that is dependent variable. The span of values that x can have from its minimum to its maximum value is called the domain, and the span of the corresponding values of the y is called the range. Yes, when we substitute any value of x in the function, we get value of y, and this is the values of the x that are our domain, and the values we get after substituting in function, we get that are our range of the function. The domain and the range of the variables are also called interval. When the interval includes the end point, and that is the first and the last value of the variable, then it is called a closed interval. When the end point are not included, the interval is called an open interval. If the end point of the interval of x are a and b, then the closed interval of x is written as in a square bracket and a and b, and the open interval as like within a round bracket. A function can have more than one independent variable. For example, the function t is equal to f is a function of x, y, and z has three independent variables, where one unique number t is associated with each set of values of x, y, and z. And let's discuss example of a function, that is we have a given function f of x is equal to x square minus 2. Here f is a function of only one variable, that is x, and the given interval is x belongs to 1 and 2, and we have a closed interval. So solution, we can write the function y is equal to f of x, and that is equal to x square minus 2, and we execute the value of the function at the end point of the interval, that is at 1, and the value of the function at 2 is equal to y is equal to 2, and at 1 which is equal to minus 1. Similarly, we have an example, z is a function of with two variables, and x belongs to this interval and y belongs to this. Again we execute the value of the function at the end point of the interval using x and y, and we get some values. So Matlab code to plot a function, how we plot these functions on our Matlab. Okay, if we have a given function y is equal to x square minus 2, and the interval is this. Okay, first we create a vector, that is this is the end point of the interval 1 and 2 with the increment 0.2. It's up to you how we increase the we use increment. I have used this 0.1, it can be 0.2, it can be 0.3, and any other. Similarly for y is equal okay, here we have a function y is equal to x square minus 2. Okay, so then we plot our function, and this is the our x and y. We plot the graph x versus y, and for two variables, similarly we again create a vector for x and y. Then this is our function, and then we use a plot command to plot the function, that is plot x versus z. For 2D we can also plot 3 command. We can use here plot 3, then round bracket x, y and z to create a 3D graph. So let's try to run these commands on a MATLAB, and we will check the graph of the function. And this is our example, that is y is equal to x square minus 2, and with the interval is this closed interval 1 and 2, that is the endpoint of the interval. So first we create a vector of x, that is x is equal to 1 to 2, and with increment we also use here 0.1. okay, then we can see here our value of x with increment of 0.1, and then we write our function y is equal to x dot caret and power 2 minus 2. So here we get the values of y. We can see these are the values of the y. Next we plot our function x versus y. Okay, so this is the plot of the, this is the graph of the function, and that we have y is equal to x square minus 2. And similarly we plot a function with multi variables like x, y and z. Okay, so we now plot a function with two variables. So next we have a function z, which is a variable, which is a function of two variables, that is x and y, and these are the this is the interval for x and y. So we again create a vector for x and y, then we plot our function. So x is equal to 1 to 0, increment of 0.1, and to 2, then y is equal to 0 to increment of 0.1, and here we have endpoint is 3. okay, then our function z is equal to x dot square plus y dot square. Okay, now we plot a 2D graph, that is plot x versus z. Now let's run a Matlab code. Here we have a error, that is dimension must be match. Okay, we change our interval, that is 0 to 3 for x and similarly for y. Okay, now let's run. So this is the graph of that is a function of two variables, z is equal to x square plus y square. Thank you so much for watching my video.